Hello, seekers of knowledge. Hello, viewers. Good evening. Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Now we'll continue the 13th sloka of Bhaja Govindam. We have altogether 31 slokas in Bhaja Govindam. We have completed 12 of those till now. Now let us sing the 13th sloka and explain that also. Kate Kanta Dhanagata Chinta Kate Kanta Dhanagata Chinta Vatula Kim Tava Nasti Niyanta Vatula Kim Tava Nasti Niyanta त्रिजगति सज्जन संगति रेखा त्रिजगति सज्जन संगति रेखा त्रिजगति सज्जन संगति रेखा भवति भवार्णव तरणे नौका भवति भवार्णव तरणे नौका भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मोढमते. See, this is the beautiful sloka of the 13th sloka. Ka te kanta. Ka means who, te your kanta, your wife. Dhanagata chinta. Dhanagata means regarding money. Dhana means money. Dhanagata means regarding money. Chinta means your thoughts. Vatula, O foolish man. Kim, do you think? Tava, for you, Nasti Niyanta. Niyanta means there is a supreme ruler. Nasti, do you think there is no supreme ruler for you? Trijagati means in these three worlds. Three means Trijagati means three worlds. Our world, superior worlds, and inferior neither worlds. Trijagati, I told you there are 6 superior worlds than ours. Ours is 1, so this is 7 total, and 7 neither worlds, neither regions or inferior worlds, total 7. So 7 plus 7, total 14 lokas or worlds are there, but they are classified as 3 worlds, like superior worlds, our world, that is earthly abode, and neither worlds, inferior worlds. So Trijagati, in these 3 worlds, Sajjana Sangati. Sajjana means good people, noble people who are God minded. Sangati means company of them. Eka, only that, alone. Bhavati means becomes. Bhavarnava. Bhava means this life cycle, birth and death cycle. Arnava means ocean, sea. Tarane means to cross. Nauka. Nauka means the boat or ship. So overall what he is saying is, Kate Kanta Dhanagata Chinta. Why are you always thinking of your wife or this money or riches or wealth or name, fame, and all your belongings, possessions? Vatula kim tava nasti niyanta. Don't it ever occurs in your mind that there is a supreme ruler above you, supreme ruler of not only you but the entire three worlds, entire creation. There is a supreme ruler. Don't that a thought ever occurs to your mind? Why? You are a human, not a dog or a cat or an animal or a bird or a tree which cannot understand anything. You are a highly evolved, intelligent human. Why can't you understand this simple truth? There is one creator above you who created you, who is giving food to you, who is giving water to you, who is giving clothing and shelter, everything. So think of him, not this about always attached to your family members or wealth or power or wealth or something like that. Trijagati Sajjana Sangati Rekha. In the entire three worlds, only the company of good people who are God-minded, who are noble souls, Eka, that alone can save you. From what? This ocean of samsara. Ocean of samsara means, I told you many times, samsara means this birth and death cycle. Birth, experiencing pleasure and pain, old age, diseases, old age, death. So this cycle is keeping on rotating. So this ocean of samsara, how to cross this huge vast ocean of samsara? There is a tarane nauka, there is a means of crossing this ocean, which is the ship or boat or whatever you can call. That is the company of noble people who are God-minded, who always think of God, who are attached to God more than their family members or money or whatever. So that is why Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Do service to God, do service to Lord Krishna, Lord Govinda, do service to mankind, to the poor and needy. So, okay, leave some money or some things for you, but majority you offer as a service to God and service to poor people and needy people and the mankind. So that alone can save you from this ocean of samsara. Now we move on to the 14th one. The 14th sloka. First we will sing and then we will explain. Jatilo mundi lunchita kesah, jatilo mundi lunchita kesah, kashayambar bahukruta veshah, kashayambar bahukruta veshah, pasyannapi chana pasyati modha, pasyannapi chana pasyati modha, hyudara nimittam bahukruta veshah, hyudara nimittam bahukruta veshah, bhaja govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modhamate. Jatilo means one person wears knotted hair. Mundi, another person clean shaves his hair, clean shaves his head. Lunchita kesa, another person just lets his hair fall up to his shoulders. That means he keeps his hair loose and let it fall up to his shoulders. Kashayambara, one person dons a ochre cloth. Bahukruta Veshaha. Such is the way of world. People are donning different appearances. They are decorating themselves in various dress styles, hairstyles, etc. and etc. So one with matted locks, knotted hair, that is knotted hair, clean shaven, and free flowing hair, ochre cloth, white cloth, different in different ways. That is to say, one is pretending as a monk, one is pretending as a real devotee, one is pretending as a yogi by doing some tricks like floating on water. So he's saying, Pasyan api, even though they are seeing with their fleshy eyes, na pasyati modaha, na pasyati, they are not seeing the actual nature of God in the world. They are seeing the world, but they are not actually able to comprehend, perceive the real nature of God. Modaha, foolish people. Why he is saying all this thing? Because udara nimittam bahukruta veshaha. Udara nimittam means for the sake of filling his stomach, for the sake of earning his bread or money or name or fame or power. See, we are seeing such people in all over the globe. So one person wears a ochre cloth and pretends as a monk, but actually he is not trying to impress or please God. No, he is trying to impress or please people with his dressing styles and different hairstyles and different speaking styles. And one is posing as a yogi, learning some couple of tricks by floating on water, by closing his eyes and floating on water, or sitting for 10 hours without moving while rotating his rosary. So he is posing as a yogi. People will say, "Oh, what a great yogi has come to our village or town. Let us go and worship him and offer him different gifts and money and all those things." So, in the heart of hearts, that fellow knows that he is doing all these tricks for the sake of that gifts and money and name and fame only. He is actually not trying to please God. He is trying to please the people, to win their hearts and thereby win the money and the gifts and food and different food and the name and fame. So some is posing as a real devotee by putting on this bhasma, this ashes over his forehead, putting his this saffron dot and different hairstyles, dress styles, speaking styles. So why all these? Some of the people posing as spiritual people, they are doing all this due to udara nimittam, for the sake of earning money and food only, to support their family and himself. That's all. They are not conscious of God, they are not aware of God. That's what he's saying. Pasyannapi chana pasyati. They are seeing the world with their eyes, but they are not actually seeing the real nature of God. If they knew the real nature of God, will they do all these tricks to fool people and earn money and bread and name and fame? No. God will take care if he is a real devotee. So he is saying, why do you do all these things? Bhaja Govindam, service, serve the great Lord, serve the mankind. Oh, this mankind is none other than the real form of God only. On this world you are seeing is nothing but a form of God only. So serve that with such an attitude, such a righteous attitude. Now let us move on to the 15th sloka. Angam galitam palitam mundam. Angam galitam palitam mundam. Dasana vihinam jatam tundam. Dasana vihinam jatam tundam. Vruddho yati gruhitva dandam. Vruddho yati gruhitva dandam. Tadapi na munchati asapindam. Tadapi na munchati asapindam. Bhaja Govindam. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modhamate. Angam Galitam. Angam means his limbs, his body. Galitam became old and is devoid of strength, which he once had in his youth. He's now Adi Shankaracharya is actually this is sung by one disciple of Adi Shankaracharya. The 14th one and 15th one. 14th one sloka was sung by one disciple of Adi Shankaracharya. Now 15th one, another disciple of or student of Adi Shankaracharya. So the first 13 only Adi Shankaracharya sung those stanzas or verses or slokas. Now after 13, that means from 14, 15 till 27, one sloka each will be sung by each of his 14 disciples. So 14 disciples, 14 slokas plus the initial 13 sung by Adi Shankaracharya. So total 27. 13 plus 14, 27. Last 4 also again Shankaracharya. So total 31. So now the 14th one was sung by another disciple, and now this one, just now what we have sung and trying to explain, is sung by another disciple, which is the 15th sloka. So that disciple also got emotional after his guru Adi Shankaracharya sang those 13 slokas. So these two disciples were they became got emotional, and they also composed one sloka each. Now he is saying Angam Galitam means devoid of strength, became weak due to old age. He is talking about an old man. Angam Galitam, his body became weak and devoid of strength, that which he once had in youth due to old age. Palitam mundam. Palitam means graying of mundam, hair. So his hair became grey due to old age or white. Dasana vihinam. Dasana means teeth. Vihinam, he lost his teeth. Jatam tundam. Jatam means became. Tundam is mouth. His mouth became devoid of his teeth. So as you know, in old age we start losing teeth one by one, and there will be so many gaps we can see in old people. So this person also, due to old age, he lost his teeth. Vruddha yati gruhitva dandam. Vruddha means this old man. Yati, he is walking. Gruhitva, holding a dandam, a staff or a stick. So we see people, old people, often taking the help of a staff or stick to walk because their backbone has become weak. Tadapi, even then, see now this is the main point. Tadapi, even then, na munchati, he is not leaving what? Asapindam, his desires. There is a bag of desires he is holding on his head, right, sitting right on top of his head. A huge number of desires. So he want money. He is still thinking of what will happen after he die, what will happen to his children, grandchildren, what will happen to his money in the banks. So, or else he's worrying about his health. He's worrying about his approaching death. He's worrying about people not talking with him like they once used to talk to him, because he's a old person. Nobody is talking, but still he's not leaving the desires. He's still hankering for desires, all the material enjoyments or the sensory enjoyments. That means he's saying a bag of desires. So after getting old and we are approaching death, we can sense that. So we have to throw away that bag down to the earth. We have to get rid of that bag of desires or passions or hankering after desires. And then what we have to do? Bhaja Govindam. We have to serve the Lord Almighty. We have to serve the mankind. That is this sloka. Angam Galitam. His body became weak. Palitam Mundam. His hair has become greyish or white. His mouth has become devoid of teeth. He lost his teeth. He is Vruddhoyati Gruhitva Dandam. He is holding a staff in his hand and taking its support. He is walking, but still he is not leaving his desires. See how beautifully that student of Adi Shankaracharya sung this one. So all this is to revitalize mankind, evoke the innate spiritual tendencies of mankind, the divine aspiration of mankind. So at one point of time, we have to think, after getting to the age of 50, okay, I have seen the world, I have seen my childhood, I have seen my youth, young age, I was married to a wife or a husband in the case of woman. I have begotten children. They also are getting grown up. They are studying. They are also ready to get a job and get married. So my life is coming to a close. Who knows? I may live up to 50 or 60 or 70 or 80. Don't know. So what will happen after I die? So all my education is gone. That won't come to me in my next life. What will happen to my wealth? It's all gone. Once I die, I won't take a single penny with me. Alexander the great emperor, asked his people to keep his hands outside of his coffin after he died, after his death, to demonstrate people that he is taking nothing with him after his death, even though he was a great emperor of his age. So we should think like that. After I die, I won't carry my wealth. I won't have the same wife in my next life, no same children in my next life. So even if I am the king of this world, I won't be the king of this world in my next life. I will be again born as a small baby, again start education, again start searching for job or business, again try to get married, same process. It is called Charvita Charanam, that means repetition. That is why it is called a cycle. It is not a straight line. You are not going forward. You are rotating in the same cycle. What is the use? You have to get away from this vicious circle. We have to look above, look forward, beyond. So what should I do finally? So how to get rid of this? So even though I get joy, it has been temporary only. Or peace, it was temporary only. I want permanent peace, permanent joy, permanent bliss. How do I get? You have to read holy scriptures. You have to listen to the sermons or lectures of holy people. Then you will understand, oh, that I get in my Lord Almighty, in my dear Father in the heaven. So He is the creator of myself and all these things, all these three worlds. So in Him I get my permanent joy and peace. So how to attain Him? By meditation, by repeating His holy name, Krishna, Krishna, by doing service to poor people, to needy people. That way you would have attained emancipation from this dangerous, perilous, ever moving, ever rotating life and birth and death cycle, and I will get permanent moksha or permanent liberation or salvation from this samsara chakra life cycle, from this samsara cycle. So all these Adi Shankaracharya or any other great gurus or any other disciples of great people, they try to goad us unto this truth only, even though sometimes we don't like such goading. Because we are inclined more towards this material enjoyment, sensual enjoyments, so we won't pay proper heed to them. So we have to try to strive when we have this strength and energy and time and money. We have to put full effort towards that and thereby fulfill our life. Okay, so we'll continue from the 16th sloka in our next video. Till then, God bless you all.